Okay, and we're back. So these are the practice questions here. So I'm going to make this full screen here so I can go through it. Actually, I'm not going to make it full screen because I want my calculator, but I'll make it as much bigger. All right, so the slope, we want to calculate the slope in this following situation. We have a wheelchair ramp that has a rise of 3 feet and a run of 18 feet. Well, m is equal to rise over run. My rise is 3 feet. My run is 18 feet. So this is correct. You can simplify this, though, to 1 over 6 if you want. Check out the calculator video if you haven't yet. I'll show you how you can do this with the calculator. But both these are correct, but 1 over 6 is the more correct answer. Question B, a snowboard jump rises 125 meters over 5 meters of horizontal distance. So rises 1.25, runs 5. That's what it is. I can simplify this as well. We typically don't want decimals in a fraction, but you know what, guys? This is good enough. That's fine. So question C, like this is more of a workplace 30 thing. So we don't have to worry too much about that in this case. Now, question C, a roof rises 8 feet over horizontal distance of 18 feet. So my rise in this case is 8. My run is 18. Oh, they're both even. I can simplify. Let's cut them in half. 4 over 9. I can't divide these by 2. I can't divide these by 3. I can't divide them by 4. That's it. That's our final answer here. Question D. A hill rises 10 meters over a horizontal distance of 8 meters. Now you might be looking at this weird. Wait, it rises 10, but it runs 8? The top number is bigger. What? No, that's fine. You can do that. Who cares? That's totally fine. That said, they're both even. Let's cut them in half. It's 5 over 4. I can't divide that any further. That's your final answer. Question E. A slide covers 3.5 meters of ground and is 2.4 meters tall. So obviously that's, obviously that's going to be 3.5 over 2.4, right? No. Tall, height. This is your rise. This is rise, which means the other one is run. So rise over run, right? So if you did 3.5 or 2.4, remember, you want to focus on rise first. So my rise in this case is 2.4. My run is 3.5. Yeah, I'm just going to get you leave it like this for now. We don't care about decimals. We'll deal with those later. Question 2. The slope of a hill is 3 over 100. It actually tells us, hey, it's 3 over 100. And that the hill has a rise of 400. What's the horizontal distance covered by the hill? So now we have 3 things. We're trying to find the 4th thing. So I'm going to take the 2 things I know, which are our rises. So 3 times something gives me 400. How do I find that something? Work backwards, right? 400 divided by something gives me 3. To find that something, divide our 2 numbers. 400 divided by 3 gives me 133.33. I'm going to put 0.34. Right? So 3 times 133.34 gives me 400. So 100 times 133.34 gives me this. 13,334 meters. Now you might be looking at this and thinking you've got it all wrong. But remember, our bottom numbers here, our denominators, are much larger than our numerators, our top numbers. The other thing he's thinking about is, think about real life. That's a slight incline, right? That's not a mountain. That's a slight incline. Question 3. Slope of a staircase is 0.95. And if it rises 210, what is the run? This is a hard one. This is a very hard one. Now I want us to think, though. What is something that's under this? We need 2 fractions here. There's always a little invisible 1 under it. Mathematicians were lazy, though. So there's actually a little 1 under here. Right? So 0.95 times something gives me 210. So that same concept now applies. 210 divided by 0.95 is 220. I'm just going to put 221. Okay. So 1 times 221 should also give me my final answer here. That's a hard one. Okay. So if you, again, what I kind of did there was there's a little invisible one under there. There's a little invisible one under any number. If I give you the number of 5, you can go 5 over 1. That's the same thing as 5, right? So just make note of that. That comes into play a couple times. So question 4. The slope of a street is 0.54 and it covers 28 meters of horizontal distance. What's the rise of the street? So it's just like before. I'm going to take this, but it's over 1 is equal to, I don't know what the rise is, but I know what the run is equal to 28. So use my 3 things to find my 4th one. Now this one's easy. I don't need a calculator for this. 1 times something gives me 28. It's 1 times 28, right? 1 times 28, which means 0.54 times 28 gives me 15.12, which is our rise of the street. This is a very steep street, by the way. That's a crappy street to be driving or walking up. So Leslie works for a shipping company, and he regularly carried boxes up and down several stairs and decided that it'd be easier if he built a ramp. The stairs have a rise of 3.5 meters for a run of 3.5. What is the slope of the stairs? Well, it's 3.5 to 6. Now, in this case, I'm going to try and simplify it. I'm going to times these both by 10. Let's get rid of these decimals in this case. We're okay with 1 decimal. We don't want 2. So I'm going to say I'm going to times it both by 10. 35 over 60. Right? I times both sides by 10. Now, I'm going to divide these both by 5. Now, 35 divided by 5 gives me 7. 60 divided by 5 gives me 12. I have a slope of 7 over 12. Question 6. Harry's building a staircase with a slope of 0.89. And if the total rise of the staircase is 203, what's the total run of the stairway? So just like before, so 0.89 over 1 is equal to, I have a rise here of 203. So just like before, I find my magic number. 0.89 times 203 gives me something. So let's find that magic number. 203 divided by 0.89. Magic number is, that's nasty. 228. We'll just say 228, right? If you get in this part, like if you write this down on a test, you've got it right, okay? You show me you know how to get the magic numbers. I don't care that much about rounding in this case. I care that you've shown me you know what you're doing. And if you get to this point, you know what you're doing. So 1 times 228 is, well, 228. And then finally, question 7. Slope of the playground is to be 17 over 10. If the maximum space available for a slide is a horizontal distance of 1.5, how high will the slide be? Well, I have a slope, 17 over 10. And there's a horizontal distance, that's run, of 1.5. How high is the slide going to be? So 10 times something gives me 1.5. Or 1.5 divided by something gives me 10. So 1.5 divided by 10. 1.5 divided by 10, not times, 0.15. Yes, you can multiply by a tiny number. That's going to make it smaller. That's what's happening here. So 17 times 0.15, 2.55. 17 times 0.15 gives me 2.55 meters. Okay, so you guys can work here on the rest of the review up until you get up to question 2. If you have any questions, ask me. So you should work on the review, complete textbook questions on pages 19 to 24. And then you can ask for help on any questions by emailing me, okay? And I'll usually send you a video just like this. So that's just a little bit easier. Okay, Right. Well, good luck, and I'll see you on the next section.